Hey there, so you were asking about teaching a place. So let me show you how I do this using a clicker and starting with a dog who understands this, or at least the concepts of clicking, and then I'll show you how to do it with a dog who has less clue. That's Tesla you see moving around there. This is your go to your place object. And you notice as she moves towards it, I click her. Now she's going to explore that because she's not seen it before, but what I'd start by doing is just, if my dog would move towards it, I'd move myself towards it. You notice I'm putting the, good girl, the food on the mat in this case, but I'm going to reward some, oh good girl. I'm going to give her double cookies for that because she sat down on it, which is close to what I want. Come on up for a second. Yep, she's already thinking, oh, I got to go to this object and sit down on it. Yes, good girl. Now she's going to lie down on it. Now this is a more operant dog. She's going to offer me these behaviors anyway. This time I'm going to hold out for the down. Good girl. Excellent. Go on over there. And I'm moving her off of it because otherwise she'll hold that position until the cows come home. With a dog that you want to stay there, I would reward in place, but yeah, good girl. Tessie's going to just hang on to that spot and never leave. I like this game. Good girl, Tess. Free. All right, kennel up, Tess. In your box. Good girl. All right, so let's try this with a dog who is less conversant. Now again, you want your clicker, you want to start with some little tiny pieces of food. And he hasn't seen this, so I'm just going to click her, moving over to it and sniffing it. And I'm moving around it, so as she follows me, I'm watching for her head to go down and look towards, yes, towards the object. Good. And I'm putting the food on the object. In this case, I'm clicking her for being on it, even though she never moved. Good. Clicking her for interest in it, sniffing at it. So, oh, this is interesting. So now I'm going to move her off and see if she'll come back over and interact with it. Not pointing at it, just waiting for her to come to the decision. Yes, to look at it. And then I mark that with a click. Good girl, she's on it. And again, you want really tiny little bits of food. Maybe half of a pinky nail sized or smaller, so that they eat it and they immediately come back and say, oh, I want more, how do I get more? If you give them too big a treat, they lose their brain while they're eating it. Good girl. Come here. I notice I don't yet have a word. Yes, good girl. I clicked her for moving towards it. Good girl. Again, for being interested in it. What I would start to do is eventually, as she moves towards it, as she moves, place, good girl. It's not a command yet, it's just associating a word, place, with being on that object. Go over there. You're very bad at following food. And now she's distracted. Place. Yes, good girl. Good girl. She's definitely figuring out there's value associated with this object. Right, go over there first. Place. Good girl. See, when she came back, even though Tessie had made noise and moved and distracted her. Oh, wait her out. She's looking for more food. We can move. Place. Good girl. That's basically how you'd start, and you notice I never pointed to the object. I just kind of moved around it and waited for her, place, good girl, to interact with it.